Okay, this is an NLP hypnosis video that I found on YouTube, which is about changing personal history. And I haven't watched it yet, but I'm about to put it on, so I thought I might as well share it with you. It's about 30 minutes long, and I'll just let it run. And I'm probably not going to comment on it, but obviously don't listen to this in any kind of detail if you're working with machinery or driving or doing anything where relaxation might be an issue. We don't want people relaxing to the point where they're in danger. So I'm just going to set this away, and then 30 minutes later I shall comment on what it's done for me. I'm going to work along with the exercise, and it's about changing personal history and installing resources, which is something that I'm going to find useful. So here we go.
Operate heavy machinery, or engage in any activity that requires conscious thinking while listening to it. We cannot change what has happened in the past. We can, however, learn to change our perspectives and reframe those experiences so that we look at them in an entirely new way. NLP, or Neuro-Linguistic Programming, has a variety of techniques that assist with reframing and changing the perspectives, the lenses through which we see our previous experiences and memories. One of the techniques that I'm going to be sharing with you today is called changing personal history. This process allows us to access an unpleasant experience from the past, begin to develop appropriate resources that can be installed into that memory so that the perspective is changed, and then installing and reintegrating that memory into the subconscious mind in an entirely new way. I'm glad that you're here, and I hope that you find this session inspiring and that it sparks within you the motivation to make your life better. NLP is a unique model of how people learn, motivate themselves, and change their behavior to achieve their goals. It can assist people in achieving excellence in their endeavors. NLP stands for Neuro-Linguistic Psychology, or Neuro-Linguistic Programming. Neuro, because all of our experiences, both conscious and subconscious, are derived through and from our central nervous system. Linguistic, because our mental processes are coded, organized, given meaning, and transformed through language. And programming, because people interact as a system in which experience and communication are composed of a sequence of patterns or programs. In essence, NLP is a tool that can assist you in modeling and copying excellence. It can assist with identifying an area to be changed, and it can assist with bringing the appropriate resources and models to this area. NLP can assist you in adapting in the ways that you need to. It can help you to make change at the deepest level of the mind so that you can approach situations in a very different way. NLP is very useful in enhancing the way that we communicate, both with ourselves as well as with others. NLP can help to change the impact of the past, to improve motivation, confidence levels, to build rapport, and to think more positively. NLP allows us to study excellence in all of its forms, and then to apply skills and techniques that will promote positive changes that generate new opportunities and possibilities.
Okay, what he's doing at the moment is selling the benefits. So he's making it easier to get through to the subconscious mind. He's reducing the resistance by giving you the benefits of what NLP can do if you allow it to. I should give you the channel that this came from as well. Let's do that now. It's coming from Hypnosis Toronto on YouTube, the YouTube channel. So we'll just carry on with this. We're only 3 minutes in, but we'll just carry on until the end.
NLP can help to rewrite your personal history. And the technique that I'm going to share with you today is called changing your personal history. We cannot change what has happened in the past. We can, however, change our perceptions and feelings about past experiences so that we think about them differently. And when we learn to think about these events in the past differently, we can change our belief systems. How we react to current situations is based on past conditioning. Changing personal history can help to change this conditioning and develop new, more evolved responses. How many times have you had an experience where things didn't happen the way that you wanted them to? Maybe it was a dropped ball or an error that you made. Or maybe it was something that happened externally. Maybe you didn't receive a promotion at work, or maybe you didn't win a race. Maybe it's simply a memory that you think of from time to time that leaves you feeling in a way that you would rather not. Oftentimes, these memories can cause problems in the current experience. And over a lifetime, we have many experiences and memories that cause us to feel negative, or to feel in a way that we would rather not. I remember one of the very first times that I gave a speech in front of a large group of people. I forgot what I was going to say. I was a little bit nervous and my mind went blank. I started to laugh hysterically. I had to leave the stage, go and have a drink of water, calm myself down before walking back out and starting the speech. I made it through and the speech went very well. But afterwards, I felt really embarrassed about the fact that I had forgotten what I was going to say. And this embarrassment that I felt, it caused me to start avoiding speaking in public. I would avoid situations where I would have to get up and speak in front of other people. I used this NLP technique, changing your personal history, to look at that memory in a different way and to bring resources into that memory to change my perspective of it. I was able to bring the resources of humor and courage and calm into that memory, and I imagined myself responding in a very different way. From that point forward, I felt much better, and I no longer avoided situations where I would have to speak in front of other people. In fact, now I actually enjoy speaking in front of other people. Oftentimes, it is memories like this that cause problems in the current experience. And over a lifetime, we have many experiences and many memories that cause us to feel negative or in ways that we would rather not. And these create an impact on the present moment. Through the changing your personal history technique, we access a memory, we begin adding resources to the memory, and then we reintegrate the memory into the awareness in a new way that can create a paradigm shift. Changing your personal history technique allows you to reframe your understanding of these experiences and look at them differently. The process assists you in developing appropriate resources that were needed at that time or required. Maybe there was humor that was needed, or courage, or confidence, or love, or compassion, or empathy. A resource is simply a skill, an attribute, or a quality that would have allowed you to have a very different experience in that moment. The next step is anchoring this resource and integrating it into the memory so that you change the way that you think or feel about the memory. This rewires the brain so that the brain can recognize that there are new responses that it can adopt when dealing with similar situations in the future. First, we're going to run through this technique step by step, and then you'll have the opportunity to experience it for yourself. The first step of this process is accessing a time when things didn't work out the way that you wanted them to. Then, we will access the feelings associated with this state or experience. We will identify the resources that you needed in this state. We will access and anchor this resource state. We will integrate this resource into the memory and observe changes that occur in the memory as you bring in this resource. And then we will take this resource out into the future so that you can imagine future times and places where you would like to experience more of this resource. For the purpose of this exercise, I recommend only using this technique for making changes for minor situations where you didn't perform your best, or a minor situation that was challenging or difficult that you'd like to develop a new response to. It can simply be a minor experience that you'd like to feel differently about. Are you ready to begin changing your personal history? Great. Then let's begin. Find a place where you won't be disturbed for this next little while. Get your body in the most comfortable position for you. Whenever you're ready, close your eyes. Begin to focus on your breathing. Feeling the coolness as you breathe in, the warmth as you breathe out. The coolness as you breathe in, the warmth as you breathe out. Let every breath move you further and deeper into relaxation. With your eyes closed, relax your eyelids to the point where they just won't work. And in your eyelids you may notice a tired feeling, pleasant feeling, or a sort of comfortable, heavy feeling. Just pretend that this heavy, tired feeling is spreading out and moving through the parts of your body. Feeling it move through your face and your head, your arms and hands, your chest and back, down to your legs and your feet. All the way down to the tips of your toes. Just letting every part of you rest comfortably. Mentally examine your body for any areas of tension. If any part of your body is not completely relaxed, do whatever you need to do to relax that part so that it catches up and becomes as relaxed as the rest of you. And soon you may begin to feel heavy or light. But you'll feel heavy or light in a nice way. This is what being relaxed means. You don't have to do anything at all. You can hear my voice, but you don't really have to listen to it. You can hear my voice, but at the same time, you could be doing other things, like paying attention to the music that's playing in the background, or looking at colors or images that are dancing in your mind. And you might find yourself drifting, or you may hear all that I say. Know that everything is right and good. I'm going to count from 10 to 1. And as I count from 10 to 1, with every descending number, allow yourself to move further and deeper into relaxation. When I reach the count of 1, you'll be at a normal, natural level of relaxation. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Now, fully relaxed, feeling safe and secure, feeling very good. In this relaxed, focused state of awareness that you're in now, we can begin the work that we're here to do together today. Take a moment and think of a time that you would like to feel differently about. Just thinking about a challenging situation. Maybe it's a situation that caused you stress. But simply thinking of this time now. Notice what you heard, what you sense at that time, what you experienced. When you think about this situation, what qualities, resources, or strengths do you need? There are many different resources that are available to you. I will list some resources out loud. You can choose whatever resource you need, whatever resource is right for you. humor, courage, empathy, strength, love, compassion, resolve, validation, confidence, energy, determination, self-discipline, intelligence, wisdom, knowledge, insight, acceptance, attitude, mindfulness, perseverance, generosity, gratitude, patience, or optimism. Or perhaps there's another resource that you can think of. But simply think of the resource now that you would like to add to this memory. Have it? Good. Now, think of another time in your life, another memory where you experienced that resource. Just thinking of a time in your life when you experienced a lot of that resource. And go into that memory where you experienced that positive resource, even if it's only a moment in time. Really reach down deeply and feel that memory. Access it. See, hear, feel, and experience yourself fully associated with that resource. What it was like to have that resource in every cell of your body. Feel it, sense it, make it as real as you can. Now, rub your thumb and your forefinger together on both hands. And as you rub your thumb and your first finger together, lock in this feeling, anchor it in your body, so that from this moment forwards, any time that you rub your thumb and your first finger together, you can bring yourself back to this resource state. Now take a deep breath. Relax, relaxing your hands. Now, imagine the challenging situation. Just imagining the challenging situation once again. Noticing how that feels, what your experience is when you're there. Now rub your thumb and your first finger together and bring back that positive resource. Bringing that into the memory, integrating it. And see, sense, and feel what happens as you bring that resource into that memory. So it becomes as though you have that resource available to you at that time. Notice what shifts. Notice what changes. Notice the feelings in your body. Simply notice what you notice. Simply imagine that you had that resource in every cell of your body, and that you had that resource available to you in that challenging time. Make it as real as you can, as you simply imagine that you had that resource available to you in that situation. Notice how it changes everything. And as you rub your thumb and your first finger together and you bring back all of that resource, just let a wonderful feeling of positivity flow through you. Good. Now, imagine that you could take that out into the future. Take that feeling, that resource out into the future. And imagine future times and places where you would like to experience this. Just allowing your awareness to float out beyond tomorrow. And imagine those future situations with you moving freely through them, with this resource available to you. Rub your thumb and your first finger together and really connect with that resource, connecting that resource out into the future. You can notice what you're wearing. You can look around you and see what you see and feel what you feel. As you experience using this resource in a positive way. Just noticing how you are responding differently to life. Creating future memories. These future events that you're simply waiting to experience. Your inner mind can allow this experience to imprint itself so that your mind can learn this new response. So that your mind places this new response in the storehouse of your full knowledge. So that even after you emerge from this relaxed state, you'll be able to bring back this new response and insight with you, so that it will help you to respond differently to the present and in the future. You simply create this mental image, this visual picture of yourself using this resource, and simply notice what happens. I'll be quiet for a moment as you enjoy this, and I will join back with you in just a moment.
Okay, for me the resource was humour and confidence. And I found that the tension from my shoulders was releasing.
Now, getting ready to journey back, slowly and carefully, journeying back through time, bringing all of this learning back to the present moment, bringing back this new response within the subconscious mind. Knowing that even when you emerge from relaxation, this new response will be with you. This resource is yours to access whenever you choose. Remember that you now have a tool to instantly connect you with this resource by rubbing your thumb and your first finger together. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 10. And as I count from 1 to 10, you'll emerge from relaxation. When I reach the count of 10, you'll open your eyes and you'll return to full waking consciousness. Starting now at 1, 2, emerging from relaxation, 3, coming up, 4, take a deep breath in, 5, 6, 7, emerging from relaxation, 8, 9, and 10. Eyes wide open, back in the room, back in the here and the now, fully awake and fully refreshed in every way, feeling better than you have in a long time. Welcome back. Remember to rub your thumb and your first finger together anytime that you need to access the resource that you installed today. The more that you do this, the easier it can be to access the resource. I hope that you found this session informative as well as inspiring. If you would like more sessions just like this one, be sure to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below and then ringing the little bell icon to make sure that we're connected and to make sure that you receive notifications of all upcoming episodes as soon as they're released.
Okay, so that I found quite useful. It felt a lot shorter than 30 minutes, although the first 10 minutes or so was benefits of NLP. So it wasn't a 30-minute meditation or hypnotic suggestion. But I found the tension from my shoulders lifted quite a lot from that. I've installed humour and confidence, and the humour lifted out tension in my shoulders, so I know that whatever's going on, well, it's rigidity, so there's rigidity and seriousness stuck in my shoulders, amongst other things. There's a lot of things stuck in there, but this definitely helped with that, and I'm guessing it'll be useful to listen to it again and again and again for a little while until the shoulders ease out and I get some serious amounts of movement and ability